Good morning, children. In the previous session, we have studied about bacterial transformation or Griffith's effect. Today, under the heading Search for Genetic Material, let us learn about Hershey and Chase experiment. The objective of this experiment is to prove DNA is the genetic material. The experimental materials used by them were bacteriophage and E. coli bacterium. What is a bacteriophage? It is a virus that infects bacterial cell. Why they have selected bacteriophage? Because it has only two macromolecules. One is protein, another one is DNA. So among the two, it is very easy to find out which one is the genetic material. Before going into the experiment, let us see the life cycle of a bacteriophage. Whenever the bacteriophage infects a bacterium, it leaves the protein coat outside the bacterial cell. Only DNA enters into the cell. It makes the genome of the bacteria to synthesize the genetic material of phage particles. Is it clear? Normally, the DNA of a bacterium has to synthesize its own DNA. But when the bacteriophage infects a bacterial cell, the bacterial genome, instead of synthesizing its own genetic material, it synthesizes the genetic material of phage or bacteriophage. Once the genome is ready, it forms the protein coat around it. Now the entire bacterial cell is filled with many number of bacteriophages. This leads to lysis of bacterial cell. Finally, all the phage particle comes outside and it will go and attack another bacterial cell. This is the normal life cycle of a bacteriophage. Now let us move on to the experimental part. Hershey and Chase have grown some of the phage particle in a medium containing radioactive phosphorus. They have grown some of the phage particle in a medium containing radioactive phosphorus, that is P32. So now which part of the phage shows the radioactivity? Can you guess? Yes. Which part will show? DNA will show the radioactivity. Why DNA is showing the radioactivity? Because phosphorus is a constituent of the DNA. Because phosphorus is a constituent of which one? Of DNA. Some of the phage particles were grown in a medium that contains radioactive sulfur. This time the radioactivity was shown only by protein and not by DNA. The reason is sulfur is a constituent of DNA. Now both the phage particles were allowed to infect E. coli bacteria separately. When the infection was proceeding, but before the lysis, it was agitated in a blender followed by centrifugation. So here let us see This bacteriophage was grown in which medium? It was grown in case of a medium having radioactive sulfur. So here the protein coat showed the radioactivity. Here which part is showing the radioactivity? Protein coat. Now the phage is allowed to infect the bacterial cell. When the infection was over, before the lysis, it was agitated in a blender followed by centrifugation. Now the radioactivity is seen only at the supernatant. That means protein coat has not even entered into the bacterial cell. Now this is second setup. Here the phage is grown in radioactive phosphorus containing medium. Which part is showing the radioactivity? DNA. The phage is allowed to infect the bacterial cell. Before the lysis, it was agitated in a blender followed by centrifugation. Here can you see the radioactivity? It is seen at the bottom. That means DNA has entered into the bacterial cell. From this, they have concluded DNA is the genetic material. Now this is a very simple diagrammatic representation of the entire experiment as given in your NCERT textbook. So here this is a phage particle grown in radioactive sulfur containing medium. Which part is showing? The entire protein coat is showing the radioactivity. It is allowed to infect the bacterial cell. It is agitated in a blender followed by centrifugation. Here radioactivity is seen only at the supernatant. No radioactivity inside the bacterial cell. This is a phage particle grown in a medium containing radioactive phosphorus. Here DNA is showing the radioactivity. The phage is allowed to infect the bacterial cell. When the infection was proceeding, it was agitated in a blender followed by centrifugation. Here radioactivity is seen inside the bacterial cell. Can you see here? Radioactivity is seen inside the bacterial cell. From this, they have concluded DNA is the genetic material. Now let us learn what are the characteristic features a molecule should have to act as a genetic material. First one is it should be able to replicate itself. It has to undergo division and it has to replicate itself. Second one is the molecule to act as a genetic material, it should be chemically and structurally stable. In case of Griffith's effect, you have studied the heat-killed S strain of bacteria when it is mixed with R-type, living R-type, and when it was injected into the body of a mouse, mouse died. Because when we apply heat has killed all the macromolecule, but DNA alone was alive. That means it is chemically and structurally stable. It has even resistance to heat. Third one is the molecule to act as a genetic material, it should undergo slow changes, that is mutation. This mutation can lead to evolution. And fourth character is it should express itself in the form of Mendelian character. That is, the dominant one will express, the recessive one cannot express itself in presence of a dominant character. So, for a molecule to act as a genetic material, it should undergo replication, it should be chemically and structurally stable, it should undergo slow changes called a mutation that is needed for evolution, it should express itself in the form of Mendelian character. So in this class, you have studied about Hershey and Chase experiment as well as what are all the characteristic features a molecule should have to act as a genetic material. Thank you all.